Thank you very
So
much.
there is whining at Chuck E. Cheese.
That's right. Can't be that.
For more on the Chuck E. Cheese situation, we're joined right now by Dr. Ben Carson. Such good news, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Speaking of good news, you probably want to go over to Chuck E. Cheese and maybe celebrate the fact that there's a new poll out. First time we've seen this in as long as I can remember, in months. You are actually beating Donald Trump in the Investors Business Daily. You've at 24, Donald Trump is at 17, Marco Rubio at 11, Carly Fiorina at 9, and Jeb Bush at 8. What's going on there?
Well, you know, polls are going to go up and down, and I don't get too excited over them.
You don't get too excited over anything.
This one, though, this poll in particular has a proven track record thus far, though, so maybe more than most.
I recognize that. But, you know, the key thing is you're getting out there, you're talking to people, they're getting an opportunity to hear you, actually hear what you think and what kind of person you are, as opposed to who the media says you are. That's what's making the difference.
And you're not the establishment candidate, and people like that.
And I don't want to be the establishment candidate. Where has the establishment really gotten us? And I'm talking both sides of the aisle. You know, look at the kind of debt that we have right now and what we're going to be passing on to the next generation. It's a house of cards that's about to collapse. We need some responsible leadership.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, in light of recent tragedies, the gun control issue has been politicized. Hillary Clinton just jumping in and putting forward her gun control plan and what she'd like. What disturbs you most about the plan she put forward?
Well, with all of these gun control plans, I'm a very reasonable person. I don't get in a corner and just, you know, stonewall. If you can show me how that's going to stop these things, I'm willing to listen to it. Anything that they've proposed doesn't stop any of this. We need to be studying these individuals, being able to figure out who is the dangerous person, so we can intervene, not only to save the lives of people who are being shot, but to save the life of the shooter.
Are you alluding to mental health? Because there's a theory, it's not the gun, it's the person behind the gun. Is that your heart on it?
Of course it is the person behind the gun. Guns don't kill people. And the Second Amendment is extremely important. And, you know, Daniel Webster said, America would never suffer tyranny because the people are armed.
Right, and there's 300 million of those arms. If you think it's hard throwing out 11 million people here illegally, and you think that's impossible, try taking away 300 million guns. In the big picture, right up your alley is the mental health issue. This kid, this lunatic, has not been diagnosed. He was able to get the guns legally, and then what turns out, if you read his manifesto, he clearly is unbalanced. How do you stop that?
And, well, look at how many of the others have been unbalanced. We're seeing psychiatrists, etc. We need a better way of categorizing, identifying,
without
and treating these people.
Right.
Yes.
So Hillary Clinton is politicizing this tragedy. The President of the United States...
Really?
Yeah. The President of the United States came out within 24 hours of it actually happening, and he said this is something we should politicize. He apparently is going to go to meet with the families of the victims this Friday on a West Coast four-day swing. But David Jakes, who is the publisher of a newspaper out there in Roseburg, Doctor, said the president should not stop in his town because he would simply be grandstanding. Listen to this.
Now he wants to come to our community and stand on the corpses of our loved ones to make some kind of a political point, and it isn't going to be well received, not by our people, not by the families, and not even by our elected officials.
What do you think of that?
Imagine a politician politicizing something. When do we get to the point where we have people who actually want to solve our problems rather than just politicize everything? I think that's what the American people are so sick and tired of.
Yeah, but you hate to let a good crisis go to waste.
They certainly, the politicians,
Right.
I mean, they are feasting on it.
But Dr. Carson, would you go? If the people of the community say don't go, would you still go if you're president on Friday?
Probably not. I mean, I would probably have so many things on my agenda that I'd go to the next one.
Sure.
If the people don't want you to come, isn't this about the people?
Yep.
This whole country of, for, and by the people. Why don't people understand that?
Yeah. You know, people really understood you, and I think got a good glimpse in your heart when you posted this picture. Went viral online, #IamChristian. Explain that.
Well, you know, the poor families of those individuals had to be hurting so badly. And the fact that I believe that this nation has Judeo-Christian roots. And why are we so busy trying to give those away for the sake of political correctness? You know, when you give away your identity, you give away your soul. And, you know, in the book of Proverbs, it says, without a vision, the people perish. We can't give away who we are and what we stand for and what our vision is.
But Dr. Carson, if a gunman walks up and puts a gun at you and says, what religion are you? That is the ultimate test of your faith.
I'm glad you asked that question, because not only would I probably not cooperate with him, I would not just stand there and let him shoot me. I would say, hey guys, everybody attack him. He may shoot me, but he can't get us all.
Take action.
Get him. Yeah,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hopefully you won't have to have that happen.
Dr. Carson, scoot over this way. Scoot over this way, because we're about to get some company on the curvy couch.
Great
Dr.
company.
Carson's wife, Candy, is here. She's
Your
gonna be
co-author.
joining us, That's right.
We're
Come on
thrilled.
over here. The incredible story about how they met, and it almost ended very badly. Hi, Candy. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
All right, and the name of the book is A More Perfect Union. We'll find out about your union and our union in just a moment, as well as the book, which is excellent. Meanwhile, at 11 minutes after the hour, when we come back, we're going to talk about that, as well as what is it like being married to a guy that's leading in the polls for the most important position in the world. We'll find out that answer in just a moment.